This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Bird on this digital Sportscentre presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. And the Atlantic Division's biggest matchup yet goes down tonight as the Leafs get set for a back-to-back with the Panthers and Lightning in Florida. We have to start with the standings because with less than 6 to go, the Buds are still in first, 2 points up on Tampa, but with a game in hand. But the biggest surprise is how far the Panthers have fallen. The defending Stanley Cup champs have been in one of the top 2 spots for most of the season, but now they're in third and just 2 points ahead of the Sens, meaning they could fall into the wildcard spot and still have a potential matchup with the Leafs in the first round. It would be typical Toronto for that to happen and not have to play Ottawa, which honestly I'm kind of okay with. I feel like either way, if the Leafs play any of those teams, it could be trouble. And with how much the Panthers have been struggling, that might actually not be a bad thing. Matthew Tkachuk's absence is a big reason why the scoring struggles have come, but it's not just him. Captain Alexander Barkov, who's been out, took part in morning skate and is trending towards play. And let's keep talking injuries, because earlier today, Paul Maurice announced that Sam Bennett would be out for the remainder of the regular season, but they do expect him ready for Game 1 of the playoffs. But at this point, is it just best for Florida to get healthy for the playoffs and live with whatever seeding they get? Well, back to those scoring struggles. Connor Verhaeghe scored 34 times last year, and that number is down to 17 this year, and he hasn't found the back of the net in 13 games. On the Leafs side of things, they're pretty much the exact opposite, as it feels like they're playing their best hockey of the season, winning 8 of the last 10, and former Panther Anthony Stolarz has not lost in 5 starts, solidifying himself as a playoff starter. When, as Leaf fans, have we been able to enjoy the fact that we have not won by 2 goalies that can be relied on? And the core 4 is also flying. The most surprising stat line out of the core 4 is what John Tavares is doing. At 34, this is arguably his best season in the NHL. Of his 36 goals, 9 have come in the last 8 games. He's 3 away from his second highest goal total of his career. And this is the most goals he's scored since his first season in Toronto. It's the amulet, everyone, okay? If the Leafs actually make it into the second round, I'm also getting an amulet. The amulet's real! It's working! Those of you in the Leafs region can watch tonight's game on TSN. Coverage begins at 6:30 Eastern. And that's not all we got on the network tonight, as we get a couple more with some big playoff implications. Those of you in the Habs region can watch the Red Wings and Canadiens. Montreal's a full 6 points up on Detroit for the final wildcard spot, and are even closer to punching their ticket to the postseason. And those of you in the Sens region, we got Ottawa and Columbus.
Breaking news! The Denver Nuggets have fired head coach Michael Malone with just 3 games to go in the regular season. Malone, who led Denver to a championship 2 seasons ago, is let go as the Nuggets are in the middle of a 4-game losing streak to close out the season. And it wasn't just Malone, as Denver also fired GM Calvin Booth.
Time now for Electrifying Moments presented by Mercedes-Benz. Joined now by our golf guy, Bob Weeks. Great to see you, Bob.
Hello, Marissa.
Okay, Bob, a PGA Live merger does not feel any closer to happening at all. But these majors give us a chance to see guys we might not see too often. If you had to pick one Live player who's wearing the green jacket Sunday, who is it?
Well, I guess if I was to pick one of those players, it would probably be Bryson DeChambeau. He has played some excellent golf. We saw him, of course, winning the U.S. Open last year. He's gone through a lot of transformations in his career, from the big bulky guy, from the scientist when he was earlier on in his career. And now he is kind of at a point where he seems to have found comfort zone in himself. He's still strong, he still hits it a long way, but the rest of his game is also rounded out very well. He's sort of a complete threat, right from the tee shots right through until the putts, and that's why I think he could be the guy to look for.
There has been a lot of chatter about American dominance lately. They swept all 4 majors last year and the final 3 of 2023. Will this American dominance continue, and if not, who's the most likely to end the streak?
Well, I guess there's a few you could look at. I mean, Ludwig Oberg, Victor Hovland, they've both won. John Rahm, another guy in there. But the one that I really think is going to do it is going to be Rory McIlroy. He has tried so many times to get over the hill, try to win this green jacket, try to close off the career Grand Slam. And he comes in here having won twice already on the PGA Tour, something he hasn't done before heading into the Masters. And he just seems to have a lot of confidence. He's hitting his irons very well. He's hitting his tee shots very well. He's got a good putter. Everything seems to be in rhythm. And more than that, I find that he's got sort of a grit to his game. He really looks like he's dialed in this time. So I think that might be the guy to end that American streak.
Bob Weeks, a pleasure as always. We will check in again on the weekend.
Thanks, Marissa.
And just a reminder, TSN has you covered for all your Masters needs this weekend. It all starts Thursday morning. Time now for Upset Moments presented by Under Armour. And yesterday we asked for a classic national championship game, and that definitely delivered, as we had an absolute banger between Houston and Florida, with Florida winning their third men's basketball national championship. And you really got to feel for Houston, as they were up as much as 12 in this one. But Florida came back yet again to win. And just look at the craziness of this finish.
Uzan gotta go. Uzan, give it up. Cryer, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, Sharp. He walked, he can't touch it. He can't. 1 second, and it's over. Florida is back on top of the college basketball world. Championship madness. It's a great day to be a Gator. They win the national title.
Oh man, that's such a tough way to go out for Houston, eh? Oof. He couldn't touch it! It's honestly like his controller was unplugged right before he was gonna make the game-winning buzzer beater. It's Tuesday, Tuesdays, you know what that means. Time to hit you with some anytime goal score action on FanDuel. And I'll never get sick of saying this, but yeah, we hit you with another winner last week. So, excuse me, hello? TSN Broadcast, I get that you want to ignore us because we've been making better picks than you, but just for the record, we stay winning. Last week we had Obi on his quest to break Gretzky's all-time goal mark. So yeah, we kind of feel like it's our record too. We earned that. But today we're riding one of the hottest hands in the league. And that's Tage Thompson to score against Carolina at +170. With a guy this hot, why is that number so high? Yeah, Carolina is a good team, but they got smoked in their last 2 games, giving up 5 goals in each game to the Red Wings and lowly Bruins. And when I said Thompson was one of the hottest players in the league, that is not hyperbole. He scored in 4 straight and has 9 goals in his last 7 games. Are you kidding me? So we'll bank on one more from Tage tonight, and we love that price at +170. Stick with us if you want to win, okay? I don't know what else to say. That's it for me today. We'll see you back tomorrow at 3 Eastern. No Pacific! Have a good one.